The war in Ukraine is affecting many aspects of our own economies, including fertilizer supply, commodity supplies that is now creating a huge crisis around food prices and commodity prices in a context where climate change has already exerted a lot of pressure in our economies this year, last year, the year before. And therefore, it is our belief that this war needs to stop. We are great believers as a continent in the principles of the UN Charter, respecting boundaries of countries, respecting independence of states, and avoiding unilateral decisions by anybody to alter boundaries or to change situations. And therefore, it is our belief that as a continent, we can also make a contribution in sorting out the challenge in Ukraine. I support the initiative by African heads of state to speak to provide alternative views, to give ideas on how we believe this war in Ukraine should be stopped, because it is affecting everybody, including those of us in this continent. We believe that what is going on in Sudan is senseless and must stop. Generals cannot use military equipment, military resources to destroy public infrastructure, roads, bridges, hospitals, airports. It is completely senseless, because these are properties that have been built by the sweat of African people. And military equipment, as I said, is not for the purpose of destroying public infrastructure. It's not for the purpose of destroying roads or hospitals, or killing women or killing children. They are supposed to protect them. And it speaks to our own capacity as a continent to be able to tackle and handle this situation. There is all manner of concerted efforts that's going on in the war in Ukraine. We do not have a similar situation by countries in our continent. We need to rethink the Peace and Security Committee. To what extent can it remain a passive, organization when children and women are going through hell in our own continent?
When you see our leaders trying to make a call on Ukraine and Russia to settle peace, it's beautiful. But what many of us cannot understand is when they use the issue of hunger, of fertilizer, of food. The question is, which kind of food or which kind of farming can't Africa do? So assuming all the countries we import food from, Russia, Ukraine, they are in war now, we are finding it difficult to have food, to have wheat and maize. Assuming we import food from UK or America or Europe, so all these people have problem, or there is, imagine during the coronavirus lockdown, does that mean that Africa is going to go through the severest hunger of the world? Our leaders should be talking something reasonable when it comes to preventing hunger. You cannot say you want peace because there is a problem with supply of food. Africa have one of the best arable land in this earth. So if we have the best land on this planet Earth, why should we have a problem with food? Many countries in Europe and Asia can only farm with pipe in the farm. They've laid pipes in all the farms that supply them water. How many countries in Africa have pipes in farms? Many of us rely on natural rainfall to farm. Yet none of our leaders is thinking of how to industrialize our farm, how to support our farmers to farm so that it will be sufficient for the people in Africa. It's very sad when you see people talking about these things. We don't have a problem settling peace. Even in Africa, we have to start talking about peace. With regards to Sudan and other countries, we have to start talking about peace in our country. But it's unacceptable to use food as an excuse, because it's not something we cannot achieve. So we want our leader to start talking something reasonable. We cannot be hungry because we choose to. You understand? The hunger of Africa is a mechanized one. It's a designed one. We designed it, and we can eliminate it. And it takes leadership. So they should stop this kind of weak leadership and burden leadership, kind of leadership that they put on the world, for the world to always pity Africa and stand up for their people. Because at the end of the day, if there is a problem in any country's leader have to look for his people before he extends his support or help to other countries. So let's support our governments. Let's tell our governments the truth, because we can't continue to be a burden on the world. We can't. The truth must be told. So I will end here, and if you are also new here on this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel and like, comment below so that we keep the engagement going. Share your ideas, talk as brothers of Africa, and move forward. Thanks for watching this video.